Love confessions in BL dramas are some of the most powerful, emotional, and unforgettable moments. They're the scenes that stay with us long after the episode ends. The ones that make us cry, scream, and clutch our hearts because they feel so raw and real. Whether it's a confession that comes too late, one that defies the odds, or one that breaks every rule, these moments remind us why we love BL dramas so much. From soft whispers to grand public declarations, today, we're diving into the most iconic confession scenes in BL dramas that made us cry. So grab your tissues and let's begin. Starting off strong, we have Bad Buddy, a drama that gave us one of the most emotionally charged confession scenes ever. Pat and Pran spent their whole lives as rivals, fighting their growing attraction, suppressing their feelings because of their family's feud. But in this moment, under the stars, away from the world, they finally break free. When Pat says, "I don't want to fight you anymore. I just want to be with you." The vulnerability in his voice? Absolutely devastating. And Pran's trembling response? It hit straight in the heart. This confession wasn't just about love. It was about choosing happiness despite everything standing in their way. In KinnPorshe, love was dangerous. Trust was fragile. And yet, Kinn and Porsche couldn't walk away from each other, no matter how many times they tried. Their confession moment, standing at the edge of the sea, wasn't just about words, it was about surrendering. For a mafia heir like Kinn, love wasn't just a weakness, it was a liability, something that could be used against him. And for Porsche, trusting Kinn again after everything they had been through wasn't just a risk, it was a leap of faith. But in that moment, surrounded by nothing but the crashing waves, all their walls came down. No more power struggles. No more pretending. Just two people finally admitting what they had known all along. And that kiss after the confession? It wasn't just a kiss, it was a promise. A promise that despite the chaos, the betrayals, and the world trying to tear them apart, they would choose each other. Over and over again. Some confessions are simple. This one was written across lifetimes. Until We Meet Again tells a story of reincarnation, love, and unfinished endings. When Dean confesses to Farm, he isn't just speaking to the boy in front of him. He's echoing the love of his past life. The moment is tender yet heartbreaking because we see both past and present collide. Two souls who lost each other once, finally finding their way back. When Farm breaks down in tears, feeling the weight of everything, it's a scene that stays with you forever. Not all confessions are easy. Some are messy, painful, and filled with regret. In I Told Sunset About You, Tay spent so much time running, from his feelings, from his identity, from the terrifying possibility that what he wanted most was the one thing he was too afraid to embrace. By the time he finally confesses, it's almost too late. The weight of his denial, the hurt he caused, the moments he let slip away, all of it crashes down at once. When he sobs, "I don't want to lose you," it's not just about OU. It's about himself. It's about the fear of losing something that had always been there, but was never fully acknowledged. It's about realizing that sometimes, love doesn't wait for you to figure yourself out. It's raw, desperate, and deeply human. Because love isn't always easy. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's terrifying. And sometimes it's only when you're about to lose it that you realize it was everything. This confession wasn't just about love. It was about fear, self-acceptance, and the gut-wrenching pain of realizing the truth when you're already on the edge of losing it. And that's what makes it unforgettable. There's nothing quite like a long-awaited confession. Third spent years loving Kai in silence, enduring heartbreak after heartbreak because he believed Kai would never love him back. But when Kai finally wakes up, he doesn't just whisper his confession, he declares it in front of an entire audience. It was dramatic, bold, and exactly what Third deserved. And when Third finally forgives him, that was the moment we all cheered. NAR for those who love slow-burn romances. Sotus gave us one of the most satisfying confessions ever. Art Hit spent the entire series struggling with his feelings, pushing Conrader. Pob away, pretending he didn't care. But when Kongpob finally says, "I love you, Parthit," and Art Hit, shy, awkward, flustered, finally admits his feelings too, it was a huge moment. Sometimes less is more, and this confession proved that. Confessing your love in front of an entire school? That's next-level courage. In My School President, Tin had been secretly pining for Gun for so long. And what better way to confess than through a song? This confession felt straight out of a romantic movie. A melody, an audience, and the love of his life sitting right in front of him. It was pure, wholesome, and unforgettable. Some confessions are about forever, even when forever isn't possible. He's Coming to Me tells the unusual yet deeply touching love story of Med, a ghost, and Thun, the only person who can see him. When Thun says, "I don't care if you're a ghost, I love you," it's not just romantic, it's devastating. Because how do you hold on to someone who isn't even alive? How do you promise a future when time isn't on your side? Their love defies logic, yet it feels more real than anything. It's about choosing love, even when the world says it's impossible. It's about holding on, even when you know you'll have to let go. This confession is tragic, beautiful, and unlike anything else in BL history. A reminder that sometimes love exists in the spaces between life and loss. From grand public declarations to soft, whispered confessions, these BL moments had us feeling everything. Which confession broke you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more BL drama content.